and welcome to Jacob's House of Rock. Today I'll be taking you guys through a cool little technique you can use to liven up your bass strings. This also works with guitar strings, but I find it's most effective and most useful with bass strings, as a new set of strings can run you from anywhere from $30 to $50 depending on what you're looking for. And for a stay-at-home musician or somebody who's about to play a gig and just forgot to bring new strings or whatever, this is a great little tip, and it's almost instant. It's great, and when I first tried it, I was so surprised at how well it actually worked. I did it so much that my hands were bleeding. True story. Anyway, for the purposes of today's video, I brought in a very special little instrument here. This is the bass I have in my room at all times. I don't really use it for recording anything. It's the cheapest bass you can find on eBay. I just modified it by adding an extra potentiometer so you can blend the tones, because both the pickups were wired together. But for the purposes of this recording, I'm just going to be using the P style pickup at the front here. Yeah, the strings in this have not been changed for years and years, and I've done the slappy thing with them. I'll go into that more in a sec, but so they're not like fully dead as they would have been, but these aren't they're not the best strings, but which is pretty good for some things, like you know. So you can get a nice mellow sound, like a really round, flat wound sort of sound when you don't change the strings. But for those of you who want to play some more heavy stuff, some sort of Rush, or you know, like, it's not the best sound. But yeah, like I said, for those things, I have my bass back there, which has some nicer strings on it, some rotor sounds, but these. No, same strings that came with when I got it. So, what we're gonna do is, what you're gonna be hearing is just a DI signal of just the bass on its own, no amp, no effects, no nothing. And I'll do a side-by-side comparison of what you'll hear before and after with this technique. And then afterwards, I'll show you how it's done. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so hopefully that showcased how much of a difference this really makes. And I'm going to show you how it's done now. This is a technique a lot of people refer to as slapping the strings new. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate name for it, because you're not really slapping like you would normally in playing slap bass, nor are you slapping the strings. What you really do is you hold the strings like that and you tug on them. I'll just turn down the bass for this. So you tug at them like that. When you do this, you only need to do this for maybe about a minute, maybe less. Is you loosen them till they get pretty damn loose, but just enough so you can so they're still a bit springy. So the idea is this loosens all the little grooves in the strings, and all the little bits of grime and dirt and whatever that got in there that's deadening them is gonna basically fall out, and it sort of gets the metal in the strings to be a little more fresh, I guess. So you just do this. Now I'm only going to do this for a couple of seconds, and it'll tighten it up and play a little bit for you, and you should already be able to hear a bit of a difference. Just tightening this up. Not in tune, but you can already start to hear a bit of a difference. Now I'm going to go through all of these strings, and I'll come back to you guys when that's done. Alright, you guys, I've slapped all the strings and they're already a bit brighter. I'm just going to tune up and play a little bit. Alright guys, and it's as simple as that. Got a much richer sound, some more sustain, and a lot more brightness. I hope this video helps you out, and yeah, let me try it out at home and let me know whether it worked for you. I guarantee it will though. And yeah, stay tuned for more content and keep rocking, people.